This show is sponsored by PSE Archery, Millennium Tree Stands, Hunter Safety System, Third Arm, Extreme Archery Products, Axe Broadheads, The Chase Deer Scent, Plot Watcher, and Antler Insanity.
Welcome to Reality Hunt Club. This webisode we're going to talk about three-legged bucks. We've had 3 on the club so far, and I'm going to start off with talking about this guy. He was killed next door on the property, but he was 7.5 years old, and Chuck and I both videoed him. I actually tried to shoot him one time, and he was chasing a doe, and I never could get on him. So I'm going to be back in the office, and I'll show you some video of this guy. So stay tuned, and let me talk to you guys about our three-legged bucks. So stay tuned. As I said in our intro, this is some video that we got. This is actually Chuck's video that he took of this deer. And you talking about, it's amazing how whitetails are resilient. Here's a trail camera photo of him in 2010. This is actually the video that we took in 2010. So as you can see, it is weird looking. Originally Chuck had planned for his daughter to shoot this buck, and later on she couldn't hunt, so I actually went in there and I was going to shoot this buck because we knew he was a mature buck. We'd had pictures of him for the last 2 years with those 3 legs. And actually the next door neighbor shot him, and believe it or not, Frog did the teeth and he came out to be 7.5 years old. So unbelievable age for a deer. I mean, that's probably the most mature buck we've ever killed on the club. So if you think of him making it to be 7.5 years old with only 3 legs, to me, I always argue with Chuck and the other guys that this guy was truly the trophy, the biggest buck ever killed on the club. Just the fact that he can make it that long with 4 legs is amazing, but he did it with 3. So anyway, I came back in here, and I was actually going to shoot this deer, and I couldn't find my video because it's been 3 or 4 years ago, 2 different cameras. I'm on my 3rd camera. And it was in the same food plot, and he was chasing does, and I couldn't get him to stop. And he was running pretty fast. It looked like a blur. So anyway, what a magnificent animal. We have no idea what caused him to lose that leg, but it fell off, and so now it looks like a little stump. And so when you see him moving like that, you're like, oh yeah, he'd be easy to shoot. But let me tell you folks, when he's chasing those does, I couldn't get on him and felt comfortable shooting him. He got past me so fast. But anyway, our next door neighbor got him, and apparently they hadn't picked up their mount, and that's why we could show you that mount at the intro. The second 3-legged buck we had on the club was actually shot last year, and you can see a trail camera photo of him here. He was shot by one of our inexperienced hunters, who's actually no longer on the club, and all they could say was a big buck. Well, apparently, you're looking at this picture, he's not a big buck. I mean, he's not really a legal shooter. But anyway, he shot him. They found some blood, but they never found the deer. As you can see, they shot him in the leg. Now, this picture is on the 29th of November. And he's at a corn pile. Now, what was interesting, around December, December the 9th, he dropped his antlers, because here you see him coming into the pile. And you always hear stress makes them drop their antlers early, and this is a perfect case of that. And he was a really good looking, I think he was a 9-point, and that joint in that knee is just awful. But anyway, he forgot he had his antlers, and he showed a lot of posturing around these corn piles, getting away. Then back in June, we got pictures of him growing his antlers. He'd made it all through the year, and this is actually his last set of antlers. But anyway, we had one of our hunters killed him. Chuck's posing with him, and he was a little disappointed, but he was glad he got him. He was a nice, good 4.5-year-old deer, and there you can see that joint and what it looks like blown up. But as you can see, he's a real mature deer. He was 4.5 years old. The member was a little disappointed because he could see his side of his antlers as he was running through the woods, and he could see his body size, and he just didn't know what, he knew he was a mature deer, and he walked over there and he saw that, and he's like, oh. But I'm actually glad he shot him, and we're all pretty happy about it. So anyway, that's the second three-legged buck on the club. So as you can see, we've killed 2 of those three-legged bucks. Either we killed them or our next-door neighbor killed them. Well, this year we had a hunter who misjudged the distance, and we talked about it in Webisode 24. And so he shot this deer, and it looks like it's another joint shot too. And I'm showing you the video of that right now. I'm not going to rehash the whole story, but apparently it looks like the same thing. Haven't got a picture on the trail camera of him yet. We've got him out. Hopefully we'll get him. But anyway, a little disappointing. But hey, you hunt long enough, you know it's going to happen. You've seen how I shoot my bow, and the deer I shot high, which we actually got a photo of him the other day, so he's still alive. And so anyway, I just show you a little of this video. Another thing that was cool about this is actually shot from another stand 300 yards away. The guy saw the buck and figured he was going to shoot him, so he's actually videoing, and you can hear the time delay of the video. And there you see that leg all messed up like that. Ooh, just another gross. But you hunt long enough, you're going to get them. But so this is going to be the third three-legged buck we've had on the club since 2010. So I guess that's what, 3 seasons. So anyway, one of the members is joking and said we ought to change the name of the club to the Three-Legged Buck Club. But hey, it's going to happen. You hunt long enough, it's going to happen. So anyway, I'll keep you in tune. I'll keep you information on this buck, and we get a picture of him. So stay tuned. And if not, we'll get him in the season 4 of Reality Hunt Club, and we'll see if he comes up and see what kind of rack he grows. So anyway, thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club, and stay tuned for more webisodes.
If you like this show, watch our other shows at hunt365.tv. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button on the screen, or connect with us and receive notices of all our new episodes by liking our Facebook page.